Hey guys, it's Nikki. So in today's video, I'm excited. First of all, I feel like I haven't sat down and actually filmed like a sit down, get ready, playing with new makeup video. I've just been so busy with like work changing and like school, and just I needed to take a little bit of a mental break just to kind of figure out a schedule before I continued on with filming. So I have a bunch of new makeup. I'm dropping it all. A bunch of new makeup to like show you guys. I went through and bought like a ton of new makeup. Well, all of it is either drugstore or affordable, which is actually very, very nice. So because of that, I wanted to do a get ready with me using some of the newer products, doing like a first impressions on them. I don't have a full face, so obviously I'm going to just be showing the products that I have. So I'm going to be doing like a first impressions on those, on just the products that I have, obviously. So I'm really excited about it. I love playing with new makeup, so I have quite a bit of products. So yeah, you guys want to see how these products perform. I have in a range. I have Morphe, I have Milani, I have Essence, I have Revolution, I have some fancy new e.l.f. makeup. So yeah, if you guys are excited for new makeup and ready to see me try out some new things from the drugstore or some things that are from Ulta, that's where I got all of these things, and you can find all of these products in the drugstore or affordable side in your Ulta. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so I have my eyeshadow basically like halfway done because I'm gonna be using these. So these are actually new from e.l.f. They had like a big new sticker on them when I was at my Ulta. So I'm not really sure like how long they've been out, but basically they are just like the loose eye glitters. So they're similar to like the Stila glitters. So I got two colors. I got this one in Disco Queen, and it's like a white, and it has like blue and silver like reflex in it. And then I got this one, which is Ocean Eyes, and I thought that this color was super beautiful. The palette I used is actually an e.l.f. palette because I want to see how these colors work with like the brand's own shadows, obviously. So I have some browns and everything in my crease, and then I have I set my whole primer with just like a white base. So I'm trying to think what I want to do. I think I want to go in with the blue all over my lid, and then I think I want to take the Disco Queen in the center and just kind of make it look super bright. So let's go ahead and open it. So it's got like a similar doe fit to the Stila. Let me actually grab a Stila glitter just to like compare. So this is a Stila glitter. It's obviously a lot bigger, but it's got that same doe foot there as this one. This one is obviously just like a lot smaller. So I mean, I'm gonna try it, and definitely could be a dupe. If it is a dupe, then you know you don't have to spend a lot of money on that, and you can always get these. All right, so I'm just going to go across my lid here. Okay, here we go. Usually whenever I'm gonna do like a glitter shadow or like a liquid eyeshadow, I don't feel the need to like carve out my lid at all, just because I can just do that with the shadow. Okay, right off the bat, I'm just gonna say it. It is very, very liquidy. Not seeing a whole lot of glitter, but it is very like liquidy and very wet. Like with the Stila glitter, at least once you put it on, it's also very sheer. I usually apply two layers with my Stila glitter. So I'm going to apply another layer here. Oh my god, I really hope this works because I just had really high hopes for these, to be honest. Oh my god. These are kind of messy. I will say after the second layer, it looks a lot better. But like, ugh, okay. I will say after the second layer, it does look a lot better. It does. But it's just really sheer. Like, if I go over it, I feel like it takes product off. Also like super, super glossy. More than it is glittery. Let me try it on the other eye. I mean, I just have to mainly see how it dries. Because if it dries weird, then like, Houston, we have a problem. Okay, so I just did the other eye. And I can honestly say that this product feels like really, really wet. It does. So I'm going to go on this side. That's pretty much dry or almost dry. It still feels a little sticky, but I'm just going to go in with that darker brown in the palette, and we're just going to kind of blend in like the outer corner here, kind of see how that works with like blending it in, because obviously with like my winged liner and stuff, you're not really going to be able to see like all of that lid color. Plus, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like creasing really badly. And I need it to not do that. In the center, I'm going to take Disco Queen, and we're just going to kind of see how this goes. Hopefully I don't like completely ruin the eyes here. I just want to apply that on the center. Okay. It's doing something really, really funky. It's separating like the edge of the blue. What is happening? It's like on the doe foot. What in the world? Oh! Okay, let me try it with my finger. Okay, why did that work so well with my finger? Let me like try just like tapping. Well, okay, now I need to do more product because that side is like defeated here. I'm so confused. Okay, first of all, this side is like ruined. I'm gonna be honest and say that side is a little like screwed up. This looks fine, but since I tried applying it with the applicator over here, it just looks really, really bad. I will say that with the finger, that glitter looks really nice, and you can actually see that this has glitter in it, and it's pretty, but I just don't like that it literally separated so much on this side. Like, you guys can even see it. Like, it looks so bad. Hey, moving on. I'm going to throw on some liner, and then I'm going to be back to try out some primers and foundations for you guys. So I will be back. Okay, I'm back. First of all, don't comment about the wing liner, please. Today is just not my makeup day because I have one liner that's like going strong and one liner that's like meow. But besides the point, I have a primer to show you guys. So this is by Morphe. This is the Priming Beauty Oil. I've never used a priming beauty oil before, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a go. Also, I want to point out every single product that I talk about in today's video or use, I'm going to give my like final thoughts at the end after the whole look is complete, so that way I can see if I like it or not on the end result. So this is the Priming Beauty Oil. This is $12, but it's like really nice. You got the nice glass. It's pretty heavy. I think I've seen Jaclyn Hill use this. Ooh, I've never used a priming oil before, and I have combo skin, so I'm a little nervous to kind of see how it like goes. So you just like, you know, fill it up in the dropper. So I'm assuming since it's like oil, I'm just gonna like put it in my hands. Oh gosh. Okay. Woo! I don't know if I got like way too much. I don't know. Oh, I feel like this is a lot. Like you really need to like massage this in, or you're gonna be like an oil slick. I'm gonna get like, oh, now my hands are like oily. I'm gonna get a little bit more and go on like my forehead. Oh man. I mean, it definitely feels really nice and it gives your face like, I mean, obviously it's an oil, but I just like, woo, my hands are like oily right now. I just like don't know how it's gonna like work with my foundation that I have or like my other primers, because obviously I use like a hydrating primer and then I'll use like a smoothing or like pore filling or mattifying primer like in my T-zone. Let's see. I want to try, what primer do I want to use? Hold on. So I always use my Tatcha primer, but this is the Beauty Blender, the Leveler. This is the pore minimizing primer. I actually really like this one as well. I'm gonna see what it's like to use that with this product, because I use my Tatcha primer with everything, but I want to see what it's like for something like this, because the consistency is like way different than the oil. So I want to see if it'll like blend in on the skin. Like this Beauty Blender primer, like I can already tell you that it's not supposed to be this shiny. Like it's not this shiny. Honestly ever. So I'm kind of wondering if that's because of like the oil. I feel like it's just making the center of my face really oily, to be honest with you. I think I need to play around with some different primers to see like what goes good. I mean, I haven't put foundation on yet, so I don't know, but first impression wise, I mean, I definitely like, I like the oil. I do like the oil, but I just need to see how it works with other primers, because I'm a double like layering primer gal. I'm not just a one primer gal. Okay, I washed my hands. I'm really happy I did, because now I feel like I can actually like grab things. So sorry if that angle changed. I had some technical difficulties. Went to grab my brushes. I accidentally bumped my camera, and we're just a mess today. That's how you know I haven't filmed in a hot minute. But I have a foundation to show you guys, and this foundation is by Milani. This is the Screen Queen foundation. It's a natural finish foundation, and it's a luminous natural skin finish. Buildable, light to medium coverage, and long wearing. So it says it's supposed to be a light to medium coverage, but it also says it's supposed to be buildable. And there's a lot of Milani foundations that say they're light coverage when they're actually like full coverage. So I guess we'll see, but the shade I have is nude beige. I really don't know if it's gonna match me, because obviously due to COVID and everything, like you can't swatch, or there's like no testers to use, so it'll be interesting. But it has a pump, so brownie points. It's also a glass. Sorry, I had to like double check, but it's a glass. It's got a nice glass, you know, frosted lid here. So I'm excited. I don't know if this is a new product. I really haven't seen anything on it. So I've been pumping foundation on the back of my hand and then using it from there. Okay, that's like a few pumps. That's not a lot of foundation. We need a few more. There we go. I actually think this color might match me. I'm really hoping that it does, but I'm just gonna take some, just kind of, you know what? That actually might match me. Now that on camera it looks a little light, but in person it actually looks pretty good. But I've been liking like taking my foundation like this and kind of spreading it in the areas that I like for sure want the fullest coverage. I don't know, this is just something that I've been doing. I change up my techniques a lot when it comes to my foundation. I will say it is oxidizing on my hand though. Like, look at my hand compared to my face. So I don't know if it's gonna oxidize on the skin at all. I guess we'll kind of find out. I usually like to do like a lighter layer and then we're gonna build up. I just don't know how full coverage this is. It says it's a buildable light medium. So I guess we'll kind of see after we blend it out here. Also using a Morphe Jeffree Star foundation brush, in case you're wondering. I always blend it out with a brush and then I go in with a sponge after, so yes. Honestly, I don't think that the coverage looks bad. Like, you can still see quite a bit of my skin, but I don't think that the coverage actually looks that bad. Let me take my sponge here and just blend out like this first layer and really buff it in and pick up any excess product, and then we'll go in with a second layer. I always do 2 layers of foundation somewhere on my skin. So this is the foundation blended out. I think it's really pretty. However, from the first layer, you can see a lot of my skin through here, and you still can see a little bit of like, I mean, obviously, you're gonna be able to see my blemish just because like it's literally from wearing a mask, and it keeps getting irritated from wearing a mask all the time. But the finish is actually really pretty. It's luminous, but it doesn't look greasy. But I mean, I would definitely say it is more lighter coverage, so I definitely would not call it a full coverage foundation. But let's pump. So whenever I do a second layer, I do it with the sponge. So we're gonna just pump some, kind of dab where we want it here, and then we're just gonna blend out. Definitely has a Play-Doh, like a Play-Doh-y scent. You know, like the Wet n Wild foundation and like the like Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer. That's exactly what this smells like. It's got like that Play-Doh type of vibe to it. Okay, so this is with 2 layers of foundation. I think it's really pretty. It definitely feels really lightweight on the skin. There's some foundations that are so full coverage that legit feel like you're wearing a mask, and this one doesn't feel like that, which I like. It does feel very lightweight. The one thing I will say is don't be expecting to get like a full mask out of it. So if you are like me and you love like the Becca Ultimate Coverage foundation, don't expect it to be like that, like 1 layer, 1 and done. But I do like it. The color does oxidize as you blend it out. Like if you look at the color, it's got like a glare. If you look like the color compared to my skin, like you can definitely tell that it got darker, but I do like it. I don't think it's bad. Obviously I'm gonna see how it wears. I do have to wear a mask today where I'm going for like a couple hours, but a lot of my foundations that are super full coverage, they like do really well under the mask and really hardly any comes off, which is like a shocker. So I'm kind of wondering after I set it how this foundation is going to do. But yes, the next product I'm gonna do is concealer. I'm gonna do my brows and some creams, and then I'll be back to do my concealer. So stay tuned. Okay, so I have my brows on. I also have my cream bronzer on. The cream bronzer blended really good over this foundation, so that's nice. The foundation didn't rub off or anything. I will say though that I do need to set it for sure, because if I don't set it, I'm gonna be like a hot greasy mess later. So for concealer, this is by Essence, and Essence is a brand that is super affordable, and they have lots of good stuff, but I really don't have anything from them. And that's what a lot of this stuff is it's just a lot of stuff that I really just wanted to try, especially on the drugstore and affordable side. So this is the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. I like my concealer to be a shade or 2 lighter than my foundation, just because I like it to be brightening in the center of the face. So this is what it looks like. It's a pretty big bottle. It does have a pretty interesting doe foot, as you can see, and a lot of product comes out. So we will just put this under the eyes. It does have a scent. It has like a weird scent. It's definitely a perfumey scent. Like, for sure. So if you don't like a lot of fragrances with your concealer, I don't know if you're gonna like this one. Blending really nicely, so that's good. I usually will blend it all the way up to the temple here, or not to the temple, but you guys see what I'm doing. I will kind of say though, that scent does kind of tingle my skin a little bit. Like on like my cheek area. Like, I don't know if it's just because it's fragranced, but I kind of have a little bit of a tingly sensation on my under eye area, but nowhere else. So I just don't know if it's because it's got the fragrance to it. Okay, so I blended it out. The one thing I can really say, you can see so much of my texture right here. And I don't know if that is from the concealer, or I don't know if that's from the foundation. But on my cheek right here, you can see a lot of texture. Now, a lot of that is Acne. I'm just taking a little bit more at the beginning part here. I do this with every single concealer. So I'm just gonna stick with my normal routines that I do and just see if that works. So I've been having a lot of acne issues, especially like with my texture, due to the fact that obviously I'm wearing a mask pretty much every day because I wear a mask to both jobs. I work 2 jobs plus school. So I like the concealer. I do. I like the coverage. I definitely think it does have a full coverage to it. I definitely think it's got a full coverageness to it. However, I don't know if I like the finish of it. I mean, I definitely will like have to try it with other foundations, but I don't know if I like the finish because it just seems really flat. And I feel like it looks really cakey. I mean, I know I do like 2 layers because I love a full coverage and I always do that, but I feel like with any other concealer I use, I don't have an issue. So I guess we'll see what it looks like after like I powder. Well, I'm going to powder. I'm going to do my under eyes and everything. And then I will come back because I have a blush palette to talk to you guys about. So I'm going to finish this and I'll be back kind of towards like the end. And you guys will really get to see what like it looks like when it's set and everything. So, all right. So we have half of our face makeup on. Pretty much all I have to do is put on blush and stuff. But I have on lashes and I just put on a white eyeliner. And then I took a little bit of the glitter kind of on like the inner tear duct. I've been really liking to do that with a really light shadow or glitter. I just think it opens up the eyes more. It definitely looks better with lashes on, but I'm just not feeling the look in general. So yes. But I have a blush palette to talk to you guys about. And this is by Revolution, Makeup Revolution. I feel like they have 5 different brands of the something to do with Revolution, but this is the Vintage Lace Blush. This is the Intense Dual Pigment Blusher. So I thought this looked super beautiful, and the colors, like, look at these colors. This shade reminds me of NARS Orgasm. I don't know what shade I want to use. I'm thinking I might mix a little bit of this one and this berry one here. There's no, like, names. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty much. But I'm hoping, because here's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. I'm hoping this doesn't happen. But I'm thinking that once I swirl my brush in here, this gold, beautiful overspray is going to, like, fly away. So, I don't know. I guess we'll kind of, yep. Look at that. I put my brush in and it dissipated. But we're gonna go ahead and just apply this to the cheeks here. It is pretty pigmented. It's kind of hard to like blend though. Maybe put some on the other side here. Well, that gold shimmer is definitely on my cheeks, let me tell you. Woo! I was gonna dip into the other shade, but now I'm thinking I possibly don't need to because this is a lot of blush. Definitely got that beautiful shimmer to it. Here's the test. Let me take just a powder brush and wipe away this bake under here and see if that like disrupts any of the gold glitter. I can still smell that concealer, by the way. Like, I have powder on and like set my face once already, and I can still smell that concealer. Now I'm just gonna take a little dab and apply some more blush, just cause I obviously wiped some of that pigment away when I wiped away that powder. Okay, it's really pretty. It is really pretty. This is what it looks like. Obviously, you can tell the one I used because these other three have the beautiful gold overspray, and then you have the one I used. But it is a very pretty color, and I do really like it. I do definitely think that these colors are pretty, and I'm definitely like, those are my type of blushes, so definitely more of my alley here. I feel like you can still wear it with anything, but good lord, you can definitely see like texture galore, especially on this side. Woo! Texture! At this point, I can't be mad if my texture shows because I have so much texture from wearing a mask all the time that at this point, if it's gonna show, it's gonna show. That's kind of my mindset. All right, I'm gonna put on some highlight and then I'm gonna be back to do lips. The lip product I actually have is Narak, which I know people are gonna be like, it's not drugstore affordable, but let me tell you what was going on with Narak when I was at Ulta. So let me do some highlighter and make my skin look glowy AF. Then I'm gonna come back and do some lipstick. All right, you guys, so I have the full face done. Pretty much just all I have to do now is my lips, and I'm gonna be very honest, I don't like my makeup today, and it has nothing really to do with the products. It's just that I don't like the look I created. I wish I would have done something different, but at this point, like, what are we gonna do, right? So the product that I am using on my lips today is by Narak. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Narak is such a high-end brand. What do you mean you're doing an affordable drugstore video? Listen, guys. So when I was at Ulta, all of Narak in store was 90% off. I got this lipstick for $1. $1. Literally a freaking dollar. So it makes me wonder, are they not going to be selling Narak at Ulta anymore, or is it just going to be online? Because the whole Narak display was like cleared out, like it was non-existent. So it just kind of makes me wonder if they're getting rid of Narak completely, or like, is it just gonna be an online brand? I don't really know, but I'm including this lipstick in this video because if you guys decide to go to Ulta and you see that Narak is having a huge sale, pick some stuff up. This is the Alter Ego satin lipstick in the shade Visionary, and I just thought that this nude looked really pretty. So I have high hopes for this because I don't have a lot of Narak stuff, but the stuff that I do have I really like. So let's go ahead and apply it. Ooh. She's creamy. I'm not going to use a lip liner just because I'm going to have to wear a mask anyway, so I really just don't want to take the time to like make my lips look plump and luscious. It's a really pretty satin nude. The formula and the texture reminds me, so I have like a hair that I can see and I need to get it. Formula and the texture reminds me so much of the Maybelline lipsticks. Just the way that it applies and everything reminds me so much of Maybelline. But I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed fix my hair, and then I'm gonna come back to give you guys a final rundown on all of the products that I used today. Okay, hi, I did not change my clothes, but I have my hair fixed, but I just wanted to be comfy, which is why I'm just rocking like the messy party pony with a scrunchie right now. Yes. Okay, well, this is the final result of the makeup. Let's talk about it. I do have to be honest, majority of the products that I used was really good, but there were some products in there that I definitely feel like I need to try again. And if they don't pass the vibe check, they're either going to be going back or just getting tossed out. Let's talk about the e.l.f. glitters. So, elephant in the room. First of all, can I point out these glitters, like, it's not like they were like $2. Like, they were at least like $4 to $5, which for e.l.f. is pretty standard. But I'm just really surprised that the quality of these glitters are not up to par with some of the stuff they've been releasing. Because literally when I close my eye, after like I set my face and everything, they are so creasy. Like so creasy. They look awful on the eyes. And I'm not one to be a super harsh critic, but these look terrible. Like on like the little layer I put on the inner tear duct looks fine. So I don't know what the hell happened with the lids, but I'm gonna have to go in and touch it up. I don't know if this is one of these products that like, I have the box in the bag and I have to go like look at it. I don't know if these are one of these products that like you just can't really get it wet or it won't work, but I don't understand because like if you set your face is gonna get wet, but it's not like I'm jumping in the pool. These would not last in the pool. I don't know. It's like I'm gonna reapply them and I'm gonna have to play around with them at least one more time. And if they're still like a hell no, then like they're going bye-bye because I don't want these. Let's talk about the oil. So I actually really liked the oil and I do like that it made my skin feel really hydrated. And I definitely do think I would try this again. However, it still does. Obviously I have like powder and highlighter and stuff on, so like you can't really tell, but feel wise, I still feel like the center of my face is gonna get just oily a lot faster. It definitely made my like pore primer look a lot more shinier, so I want to try this with my Tatcha primer because I didn't do that today, but I did it for a reason. So I want to see if it works with my Tatcha primer because then I'll know Tatcha's like my main babe. But I do recommend this. It didn't like alter the effect of like my foundation or like my powder or anything, so I definitely do say like if you are looking to try this out, I recommend it. It doesn't leave like a super bad oily cast on the face. I think it's nice, so I definitely think it is something to try out and everything. And if you're not like a fan of oils, I definitely think if you have like very oily prone skin, not to use this as like a primer, but maybe use this at night or like first thing in the morning to like help with moisturizing. But I definitely would not use this as a primer. Like I think you might like your makeup might be a little shiny. All right, so next we have the foundation. This is the Milani Screen Queen foundation. I really liked it. Obviously I'm gonna like just see how it wears and everything. I'm not gonna do like a wear test on these products, but I'm just gonna like see how it wears and everything. But I really liked it. I thought that it was a good product and I'm excited to use it again. So yeah. Next we have the concealer. Now that I'm looking at it, since I have like my makeup done and it's set, I do like it. I'm gonna have to use it a couple times because although I do like it and I think it does give really great coverage, I can't stand that perfume fragrance that they have in it. Like I can't stand it. Like, oh my God. It drives me like absolutely bonkers. So but I'm gonna have to try this out a couple more times with some other powders and some other foundations. It worked really well with this foundation, so yeah, I'm excited to see how it works in the future with other products. Plus this concealer was super affordable, so I definitely recommend if you're looking for something that's really affordable and everything to try this one. It does say waterproof and tattoo covering, which I have a couple tattoos. I have this one on the back of my shoulder that I could always try it on, but I never cover my tattoos, so I guess like it doesn't really, I don't know, I don't really care about that. But waterproof, if you ever want to go to the pool, you could always test this out. I've been thinking about trying like full face, because I don't wear makeup to the pool, but I was thinking about doing like a full face of waterproof makeup and then like testing it and jumping in the pool and just kind of seeing like how that goes. I don't really know. I guess we'll see. The next thing I have is the blush palette. I really liked it. Like I said, that gold overlay did come off as soon as you put your brush in it, but I feel like you can really see the color now that I did that. I feel like you can really see the true color, but it's really pretty. And this blush palette is really affordable. It's got nice packaging. I mean, obviously like it's plastic, so it's not going to be like anything fancy, but I do think that the colors are nice. I definitely do think like traveling or on the go, I think that this blush palette is perfect because you have some of your lighter shades, you have some of like your more berry darker shades, you have a gold, so if you're doing like a gold makeup look or something bronzy, you can do like a gold cheek or something. So I definitely do think this is a good palette, and it's really affordable. It's by Makeup Revolution or Revolution, whatever it's called now. So I think it's a really good palette, and I definitely think it's something that you should try out, and yeah, I really like it. And all these products too, I'm going to link down below in the description box if you guys have any questions or if you want to see prices or anything. I'll leave a link to them down below. So the last product I tried out is just the lipstick, and I really like it. I think that the consistency is really nice. It's definitely a satin lipstick, so it's going to have some shine to it. It reminds me so much of the Maybelline lipsticks, like formula and the way that it applies and everything. So I would definitely say that those are a good dupe for these lipsticks. And if you go to Ulta and like Narak is just really on sale, then I would definitely pick up some products from them, because like I said, I just thought it was weird. I walked in and the whole display was cleared out and all of their products was on sale. So I don't really know if they're just going to be an online brand or if they're just not going to sell them anymore. I don't really know. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. If you want me to try out some more makeup, I do have a makeup review that's going to be coming probably in the next week or two. I did order the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Orgy collection. Feel so dirty. But then again, I did just say a blush look like NARS Orgasm, so I guess like it's not that bad. I did order the 2 palettes as well as 2 glosses. I wanted to get that dark chocolate mirror, but it sold out of my cart like instantly, so I didn't get that, but I got 2 glosses and both the palettes. One thing I want to point out is that I understand there's so much controversy like surrounding Jeffree Star Cosmetics right now and Jeffree Star and everything. So I know that there's lots of different opinions, but I did a poll on my beauty Instagram, which is always linked down below. I did change my name, by the way. So it was Nikki's Beauty Studio, and now it's Nikki Narak MUA. It's always down in the description box so you can see the spelling and if there's any underscores or anything. But a lot of people said yes, they wanted to see that video. And I even mentioned like I love nudes and I love nude collections. And especially when it comes to like eyeshadow palettes and lips and everything, like I love nudes. So I did a poll, and pretty much like 95% of the people, not 95 of the people, but 95% of the people that responded said yes, and I think it was only like 5%, or it was really low, said no. So I decided to give the people what they want. I went ahead and ordered it on launch day, so that should be coming hopefully within the next couple of weeks. I know with COVID, it's definitely putting a damper on shipping on everything. So I don't know when that's gonna get here. So when it does get here, I'll I'll film it for you guys. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. It was fun to just test out some newer lashes still on, like Jesus. It was fun to just test out some newer makeup at the drugstore and just makeup from brands that I've never really tried before. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe down below for new videos every week and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload. I promise I'm going to get on a weekly schedule again. I don't know if it's going to be 1 or 2 videos a week. My goal is to at least get 1 video up a week, and if you get 2, just know you're getting a bonus. So yeah, it's just really difficult with school, and I just started school a week ago, so trying to figure out a schedule. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of going through it. I had just a very bad situation happen like literally a couple days ago, and it's just like my mental focus right now is just not filming because of just what's been going on. So it felt good. It felt good to sit down and play with makeup and just talk to you guys. So yes, don't be alarmed. I will be back, I promise. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.